This next lesson on social inequality, stratification, is on Max Weber and his ideas on stratification. Yeah, Max Weber. You can recall Weber's basic ideas, and here's his keywords. So, Max Weber was a contemporary of Karl Marx. They knew each other and essentially agreed on many things. And Weber agreed that with Marx that social class was incredibly important. However, he said it's not the only important thing. If you're a Marxist, you think that social class and class conflict is essentially it. It explains everything. Weber said, you know what, it's really important, but it's not quite the only thing. However, there are other things that are important. For example, identity. Weber was the first person to identify identity, to say, like, what people think about themselves is every bit as important as their social class position. So let's take these 5 African women living in the UK. Yeah? Let's say this woman here is a doctor. Let's say these 2 women here are nurses, and these 2 women here are cleaners, and they all work in the same hospital. Social class-wise, they are very different. Yeah? Upper middle class, lower middle class, working class. But if you ask them, what are you? They might say black women or African women. Their identity, what they think of themselves, is not all to do with social class. Weber also said, well, you know what? Marxists say about owning capital, being business owners, the bourgeoisie, is a bit more complicated than that. So capitalism also exists to pay people, not just own businesses. Earnings is not wealth. Yeah? So you swap your market position for money. There are nurses earn, let's say, 30 grand a year, because there's lots of them, and therefore you can pay them about that, and they'll work for you. The market position, capitalism, means that Pogba earns 200 grand per week, because that's what his market position is worth. So it's not just about the wealth you own, it's the skills you have. But similarly, Weber said, money is not the only important thing. To many people, their status is important. That's why I've used the same 2 photographs. The nurse may be paid less than Paul Pogba, but to many people she has a higher social status. Her work is genuinely important, where his is not. And finally, Weber said, well, groups also have power. If they get together and work together, they can have social power. So an individual worker may well have very little power as a member of the working class. But in a political party like Labour, they can have more power. An individual person that's concerned about the environment can do almost nothing, but if they work with other people who think the same way as them, let's say in Greenpeace, they can change the world. Animal cruelty, lesbian, gay, Conservative Party, social power, groups of individuals getting together, and they have more social power, according to Weber.